Hey guys, it's Nick from The Creed here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed The Leak. Today I want to explore what it will mean for Assassin's Creed to not recycle from previous games, how it will change the series, and what to expect. Let's get into it. One of the hottest topics for many game developers when creating sequels is, should we recycle or not? This because using already known features as animations, weapons, fighting mechanics, movement, and button mapping makes the game feel familiar to the player and makes it feel like a sequel that belongs to the previous game. However, this may not always be a good thing, as it can make the game feel repetitive, old, and straight up boring. What most developers do is creating a balance. This makes the game feel familiar, yet new and exciting because of some new features and story. Assassin's Creed is no exception here. They've been doing a whole lot of recycling when it comes to animation, game mechanics, textures, and more. The first Assassin's Creed game was obviously the first game in the series, which means that most of the content was made specifically for that game. Although Ubisoft did borrow some small things from their other games, it was mainly exclusive self-made content just for Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2, on the other hand, was built on AC1, but did still feel new and refreshing thanks to new features, a new setting, and new mechanics. Yet it still felt like Assassin's Creed. The same goes for Brotherhood, Revelations, AC3, Black Flag, and Rogue. Even though they've changed engine midway through, they still made it feel like the same game, but with new mechanics, setting, and story, and most people didn't complain. They were totally happy with the way the series was moving forward. The biggest change came when they decided to release Unity as a next-gen title only. With a new engine and a new vision for the game, they decided to revamp all the animations and mechanics to make way for a new generation of Assassin's Creed. And for many of us, we felt it instantly when booting up Unity. This was different. It did not feel like the same game, it was completely changed. It felt like a new and different game. But personally, I enjoyed that. I loved starting Unity and testing out the new animations and mechanics. It really felt like a completely new game, and it was unlike any previous title in the series, and that made it really exciting. The problem Unity had though was the glitches, frame rate, and so much more. And this is what's feared among developers, because when making something from scratch, you have no previous experience with exactly what you're working on. If you recycle something, you at least know how it works before implementing it. When Syndicate came out, it was clear that the developers had taken their time to improve what Unity did wrong in terms of gameplay mechanics and glitches. It felt like a polished game, and is definitely still to this day more playable. Although this does not mean that Syndicate was a better game story-wise, only in terms of frame rate and game mechanics and the way the game actually plays. But what am I trying to say here? Well, recycling isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it can guarantee some quality, familiarity, and make the game feel like it's connected to the others. But then again, it's not stupid to start from scratch from time to time, because it gives you the ability to really improve how the game works, because you are not held back by older technology and mechanics. For Empire, this means that if they're really committing to starting from scratch, it will mean that we will see as big a change from Syndicate to Empire as what they with Black Flag to Unity. Maybe not in terms of graphics, but in terms of how the game operates, how you move around, a new combat system, new mission structures, and so much more. It really opens up a new world of possibilities for the developers, as they can really make the game exactly how they want. This means that the rumors about the game having a Witcher feel may very well come true, as it's possible when starting from scratch. They can make the game into a massive open world with new horse riding, boat travel, better parkour climbing, new improved fighting. They can make Empire the most revolutionizing Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 2. After all the troubles with Unity and some unsatisfaction with Syndicate, I do believe they will start from scratch. I think Empire will be the revival of Assassin's Creed. It will be a game that tries to sell the game to new fans as well as bringing back the old ones. This game is so important for Ubisoft, as it has been one of their larger flagships the last 5 to 8 years. And I truly believe that they're in an all or nothing position right now. This game will either revive or kill the series. And I can say with no doubt that Ubisoft's goal is to revive, to bring it back to its former glory. And the only way to do that right now, as I see it, is to start from scratch. analyze all the games, find out what worked and what didn't, and work from there. Ubisoft has already reached out to the community on Reddit asking for feedback on the economics in the game. This shows me that they're serious about this one and want to make it the greatest game possible. That is why my hopes for the next installment in the series is really high. Whatever it may be, if it's set in Egypt or not, I still think it will be a great game. And to start from scratch is truly the way to go. But that, guys, are all my thoughts on recycling in Assassin's Creed. To round it up, I don't necessarily think recycling is a bad thing. I think the way they solved Assassin's Creed 1 through Black Flag was good, but a change was needed, and the change in Unity and Syndicate was welcomed. I'm not saying Unity and Syndicate did it right because there was still something missing. Change was fun, and it was fun to try it out, but I think a change is needed again, and I think that's why Empire needs to start from scratch. And since the leak said they're going to start from scratch, I think this is a very good thing. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. Discuss everything about this in the comments. Please start a discussion if you want. I'll happily join. Check out the channel trailer that I recently posted if you haven't seen it. Subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content. And until the next time, bye.